start off by reading a poem that I wrote. Looking to the sky, seeking for the sun, like searching for the hope that never seems to come. Dealing with the truth is harder than it seems, even worse when your nightmare is your living dream. Drowning in the depths, sifting through the mist, wishing to find what was unwisely dismissed. Yearning and longing for that ever-elusive day, that day that will give you for which you pray. I wrote this poem when I was feeling very depressed. That's something I'm still dealing with today, is anxiety and depression. And it's really hard to deal with something like this. It affects your everyday life. From in the morning when you get up, you hear your alarm clock and you honestly do not want to get out of bed. You sit there and you stare at the ceiling, not wanting to get up, not wanting to go through your day. And it's really hard, and you have to keep rewinding yourself up throughout the day. And I know it's something that people notice, but not as fully as what you might think. A lot of my friends even didn't know for a long time, because they would ask me, oh, hey, what's wrong? Are you feeling okay? And I'd say, yeah, I'm just really tired, and they would accept that as for what it is. This all started out, like, I really found out when this happened when I went to the doctor this year for my physical, and she had to go through some basic, like, questions, you know, for insurance reasons, and started out, you know, do you smoke, are you sexually active, you know, just the general questions. And one of them was, are you abused? And I said, no, of course not, you know. And she said, okay, well, this isn't just other people abusing you. Do you abuse yourself, you know, verbal abuse, mental abuse? And I just kind of stared at her and started bawling. And this kind of freaked her out, and so I had to go back in for another appointment, just specifically aimed towards her trying to figure out what was wrong. And I had to do like a couple surveys, and she figured that I had anxiety and depression, like dealing with both, because they kind of do go hand in hand. And I have what she thinks I have is depression and general anxiety disorder and panic disorder, which general anxiety disorder, some symptoms are like you're always worried even when there's no signs of trouble. There are frequent aches and pains that are related to no physical cause. You get tired easily even if you sleep a lot, which that is something I do deal with. I have a sleeping schedule of a koala bear, I think. And your body's constantly tense. It's hard to relax. And and then some symptoms of panic disorder, just out of nowhere, your heart will start pounding, you get dizzy, you can't breathe, and you honestly, it gets to feel like you're going to die, and there shouldn't even be anything wrong. When she started telling me about these symptoms, it started making me remember other problems I've dealt with, like anxiety attack I had my junior year of high school. I didn't know what it was at the time, but my hands started shaking like this in the middle of band class, and I wasn't sure what was wrong, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm just hungry. But then it started getting worse, like it started going through my arms, my legs started shaking, and so I went to the office and I started crying and freaking out more, which made the problem worse, honestly, you know, as you would think. And it just all seemed to all of a sudden make sense of all the reasons why I felt like I did and had to, and why I continued to feel like I did and just ignore it, because you honestly don't think there's anything wrong. And I used to deal with it by just ignoring it. Like if I started feeling sad or depressed, I would ignore my feelings and just continue on. And now I have to face it. I have to sit there and tell myself, you know, keep going, keep pushing through it. And if I'm having a panic attack, I have to use certain techniques like just trying to breathe and relax, and it can be really hard sometimes. And the reason why I picked this topic, like I actually started writing my speech about something else, something completely different, and I decided to do this one instead because it is a lot more personal to me. It's something I deal with every day, and it's not just, you know, the general introduction thing that you would get from me normally. And now I'm going to leave you with a quote. You don't have to control your thoughts, you just have to stop letting them control you. And that's the quote by John.